Let's go!
What's up, guys? So, for today's video, I wanted to try something different. I wanted to make a video where I talk about one thing that most people who play a character can improve on, because I do lots of lessons all the time. I play a lot of Smash. I follow people all skill levels, and there are some things that I see no one doing with characters, or everyone doing with the characters, and I'm just like, why? What are you doing? So, that's the idea of this video. I'm gonna start off with, I'm just gonna go in order of the cast for the most part, these videos. And I'm gonna try to spend like a minute or so on each character. So let's start off with Mario. One thing I don't see Mario players use enough is just fireballs. This move's busted. In fact, this is one of the most like dumb projectiles in the game because Mario's mobility means he can like basically he can use fireballs for defensive zoning because he can use like platforms, angle it. He can just approach from different angles with it. So that's really good. He can use it for aggressive pressure. He can mix people up because he can do things like, fireball top someone, combo off of that, and they block it, block pressure easily. If someone's like trying to move forward, you cover like space in front and they go for like things like that. You can just make sure someone can't like go into a certain spawn and then like cover something else, like do that and then cover the air afterwards. And for some reason, I feel like it's Pikachu Chijo, where it's like, this projectile is ultra super ridiculously busted, and then I see Mario players trying to approach. I'm just like, wait, but you have room to work with. Just do this more. Be creative. Even like when you're at disadvantage, like getting hit, you can be getting hit, just fireball at disadvantage and stop the diagonal approaches. And with Mario's drift, you can do so much with that. So DK, something I don't see players abuse enough is just DK's edge guarding. He's a fast character in the air, and especially his back air and his up B are busted moves for edge guarding. Back air stays out for 10 frames. Has a massive hitbox slow and like kills. Even the sour spot is a nice knockback angle. Where like hit him with the back air. Sweet spot obviously just kills whenever, but sour spot, like that knockback angle, some characters just die from it if I can get the sour spot. And other characters get each edge guard very easily afterwards. So with all these factors combined, it's so easy to edge guard with this move. And another move that I see like DK will do, that Yoshi should do more, is they up B like this, and you hold down to like not grab ledge, and the less hit sends them away from you as long as you're spacing it right. So because it's a multi-hit move that covers the ledge, it's pretty big. Like, requires a little bit of practice to time it to not die, but it's a really strong option that makes DK's like hitting you game so much scarier than it already is. All right, Link. So with Link, one thing I always see people do is when they have a bomb near someone, they just pop it immediately. Like, they'll just do this, even if it's gonna get missed or like get blocked, they just do it. And something I don't see people do enough is like this, and just leave the bomb there. Because now the opponent's in a really annoying spot where they're like, okay, is he gonna pop the bomb now? Later, you can't pick the bomb up, which versus Link, I feel like you shouldn't a lot of times because you can't detonate it yourself. But now it's this very awkward position where like the bomb's covering space, and like you choose to let go whenever he wants, and then obviously go for things like that as well, like setups off the bomb. Put like on a platform here. It's kind of like a snake like C4 honestly. Yeah, it's basically a snake C4, except not as big. And yeah, I just don't really see why Link players always feels the need to like throw this and just pop it as soon as they can. Especially when they have other projectiles they can use as well. Like you do like this, do like this, hit someone, whatever. And now it's like in this really awkward spot where he's zoning people out. And it requires some practice to utilize the bomb correctly as like a C4 and not just a delayed projectile. But it is really powerful. Samus. So with Samus, I don't see people abuse this forward toe enough. I think this move, this forward toe, is actually a very strong move that fits into a game plan very well. Now, like on its own, it's not exactly the best move, but when you can like kind of use this move to control space and like space out for charge shots, it's very scary because like, first of all, the hitbox in this is pretty long. I guess if I can show it properly. Like for how fast it is, and how like quick it like retracts, so like a hurtbox isn't really out for long. It's pretty fast. I'm actually gonna look at the frame data right now on the move. Frame 8. It's not too punishable block at a range. It's like minus 17 at like tipper range, which at this range, even like this range, that's safe. And it's very nice because you can use this as a way to like punish people trying to like run you down when you try to like jump away, charge your neutral B, set up these, grab whatever. Like, it checks people, and it does things like this where you knock them like in a direction where like they're in immediate range of like charge shot. You can tech chase them afterwards, which with charge shots it's really good. Do things like this, and then they're an awkward spot. At the lower percent, you can do things like this and like thread like a grab on them. You can also angle it down, which I don't really think the angle down or up. Oh, might be a good way to catch like people jumping at you, to be honest. But angling down probably doesn't really do too much. Yeah, it's just a very solid move that I think really flows well in her kit for making her zoning a lot more annoying. Especially those tech chase percents. Alright, Yoshi players, I know y'all don't like using your head when playing this game, but when you're throwing eggs with this character, one thing I see every Yoshi player do when throwing eggs with this character is get so predictable with the eggs. And I know it sounds simple, just mix up your eggs, but really, that's one of like the most important things a lot of Yoshi players don't do, is they don't mix up their eggs. They'll get comfortable doing like eggs like here, and like this, and there's someone's like a punish to the first couple, and they just keep doing it. And then eventually someone like jumps at them or runs at them at the right time, because egg has quite a bit of startup, and punishes them. Off stage especially, a lot of Yoshi players get very predictable with their egg arcs, and kind of do something like this. And like hope the opponents can run into it, and then just get stuffed out of the double jump, easy to kill. Or like they get very predictable with like their ledge options like this, assuming they don't die. And basically, I feel like Yoshi players, for the most part, because this move is so safe, don't think about how this move makes people think and react, because people have to deal with this move. I feel like this move, crazy enough, outzones a lot of like zoners' tools. Just because Yoshi can go in with it so quickly and like do so much damage. That if you just use this move and think, alright, how did they deal with the egg last time? Are they posturing in any way looking like they're going to punish it? Like, you know, they jumped into it last time. Are they staying grounded next time? Are they waiting? And really just taking note of those tells and abusing those tells to like the fullest is something that every Yoshi player can work on using the egg. With Kirby, one thing I did not see players abuse is parries because of Kirby's short size. So, and this is like an all-armor thing as well, where because all-armor is so short, it's really hard to space rising aerials on him, and Kirby's the same way. So like, most characters don't have rising aerials ahead of standing Kirby, which means they have to go for falling aerials. But because it's so short, a lot of times these falling aerials have very little leniency of actually hitting Kirby. Meaning, you can fish for parries on anyone in the air. And I don't see Kirby players like exploit this enough. Like I see some do it, so I guess not every Kirby player needs to learn. But more often than not, like they're just shield, you know, block things, try to low profile with their crouch, instead of looking for the big punishes. And I know you might say, oh, but the buzz, Wi-Fi, yada yada, yeah, that's true, Wi-Fi things. And the other thing Kirby players can do, yes, we're going for 2 with Kirby, I'm being nice right now, is Kirby players can just go for bigger combos. I don't see a lot of Kirby players go for like their massive, like huge damage combos and setups the way like J-Jaw will. Go for something like, you know, forward throw, forward air, chase, forward air, drag down, like. And like, I don't know my combo that I'm just mashing, but the point is, I don't see enough Kirby players having like their combos like labbed out, like their strings labbed out. In fact, I remember I was learning Kirby for a bit. Some Kirby players were surprised at how much I was just stringing like uppers together, and I was like, huh? Would that be like the obvious thing to go for? Now Fox, I'll talk about Fox here actually, instead of like in the match, because I'm sorry Fox players, I haven't seen y'all since quarantine started. Like maybe like the first like week or so I saw some of you online, and then y'all just kind of vanished. I think I've run into like a total of like 4 Foxes, including playing Lights Fox online once. It was bad, man. You'll have offline soon enough and you'll be able to play the game again. Hopefully. So. I'm mad at Pikachu players because I like never. Oh my god, I get so mad at them. I feel like Pikachu players are so predictable with their up B, and they make it so obvious all the time, and have such bad habits with it. Mostly because most people don't punish it, to be fair. But still, I feel like every Pikachu player gets into like these certain patterns with up B, where like a lot of them do things like this, where they're above the ledge, and guess what they're gonna do? Almost every time they're going to stage with that. I almost never see Pikachu players do something like this, and then just like up B1 and drift to the ledge, or like up B1 down and do that. You know, a lot of times they're doing things like that, or like they blow up like here, a lot of times they go for like things like 1-2 and grab ledge instead of just up being to ledge directly. So I see that a lot, and it just, it bothers me. And another thing I see a lot from Pikachu players is a lot of them have consistent like patterns how they up B. Like if I see a Pikachu player go from the ledge with up B and do something like this, almost every time the Pikachu player up B's from the ledge, they're gonna go in the same exact direction. They're gonna go past me, and I'm gonna be able to parry and then dash and punish them. Or if they do this, if they do the smart thing and do like this, every time they're gonna do that. Every time they're just gonna up B towards me and then up B back to ledge. And I very rarely see Pikachu players truly just mix it up. And that is a huge thing Pikachu players can work on, in my opinion. Even the best Pikachu players in the world have this one like particular weakness. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And if you like this video, guys, and you want to see more content like this, let me know. Click that like button, click that subscribe button. Let people know this exists, and I'll try to think of more things for the rest of the cast to work with. And yeah, peace out, y'all.